knocked out. Why don't you try knocking someone out with CQC next? Show them how it's done. Excellent, boss. Now extract it. Good.
Extraction arrived at Mother
One thing I
Base.
should mention. A Fulton extraction won't always be successful. If the person is injured, the shock of it could kill them. And if the weather's unfavorable, well, it could end up going missing. You can determine the chance of success by approaching the person you want to extract. If you want to be sure you can get them out, best carry them to the chopper instead. Extract the next step.
I'm ready, boss.
Extract. Start by knocking him out, or you can put him to sleep.
Let's do this, boss.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Extraction
Unit
complete.
function extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Boss, now that we have more people on the R&D team, its level has gone up. They should be able to develop the cardboard box now. Open your iDroid.
Select weapons items under the development
Please
head.
specify
Now select
project.
cardboard box and start development. Just be aware.
Development has
Please
finished.
supplies
You can have the
requested.
support unit supply you with weapons and items
Supply
you
drop
develop.
complete.
Think of it as your own personal delivery service.
Sorry, I forgot to tell you. When you call in a supply drop, watch you. And there it is. Not sure what it's good for, but Miller said you'd know what to do. Try it out. One last thing. Staff members you extracted were all placed on the R&D team, but that was Miller's decision. If you think they belong somewhere else, feel free to move them around. That about does it.
Mission info has been updated.
Find recruits hanging around here. Board the chopper when you're ready for a mission. Open your iDroid and select a landing zone to tell it where to pick you up. Or if you're still in the mood for knocking guys on their asses, you can stay around
Please
here a while.
specify
Give it in some
project.
practice. Just come pay me a visit.
Please a landing zone.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. Gaining altitude.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added. Mission list updated.
Boss, I know you haven't been back long, but I prepared a list of missions for you. Open your iDroid.
You were hospitalized in Dikelia, a British sovereign base area on Cyprus. It's part of British overseas territory that falls outside of Cypriot jurisdiction. You got moved from Cuba's Little America right into...
I've taken the job offers Diamond Dogs has received and made a list of those I want you to consider. Which ones you accept is your call. The objectives of the missions I've added are prisoner rescue, facility sabotage, and high-value target elimination. Probably all a walk in the park for you, but they should help you get back on your feet. I put the mission details on a cassette tape. Refer to it if you decide to accept the mission. We'll receive GMP for completing missions, and extracting soldiers and prisoners will boost our ranks. Building up Mother Base is the first step to achieving our goal. If that means wet work, so be it. We're gonna have to get our hands dirty. I hope you're rested up, because we're not stopping. Not until the pain is gone. The future of Diamond Dogs is in your hands. We're counting on you, boss.
Long way from resolved. The country is just as split as it was in '74. Turkish Cypriots in the north, Greek Cypriots in the south. Between them, the Green Line, the UN established.
And Dikelia sits right on top of it.
It does. Part of the buffer zone between the two groups. Another reason it was the perfect place to hide you. Easy to spot any outsiders snooping around.
So how do things stand?
Now, last year, the Turks declared that the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus is an independent state, though it's only Turkey that recognizes it. In the past, the Greeks and Turks lived side by side in the same villages. There are reasons to fight. Those came from the outside. Greece, Turkey, Britain, America, they all had their own stake in pitting the two sides against each other. But once you spark something like this, it's impossible to control. Both sides build up grudges like debt, without the foresight to see that each act of revenge just fans the flames, and then it's too late for other nations to rush in with peace talks. The embers keep on smoldering. Each nation's arrogance only breeds anarchy. The world is paralyzed by this hunger for revenge. Cyprus is no different. You're up.
We're changing ships?
We can't go sailing the Suez in a whaler.
The Suez Canal. When did they reopen it?
Not long after you were attacked. Once they finished sweeping it for mines after the Arab-Israeli conflict. Can you stand? We're gonna transfer to a container ship for passage through the Suez. Our destination is Pakistan, Afghanistan's neighbor to the south. There we disembark and head via Peshawar to the Zero Line, the border. We'll travel to the Khyber Pass by road.
And then?
We continue on horseback. Afghanistan's main roads are under Soviet control. We'll need to go around them. It'll be all narrow, winding paths through the mountains. We'll do better on horseback. It's a local guerrilla tactic. They use the higher ridges to avoid air recons. Then they charge down the mountains for ambushes. The Soviets still haven't devised a counter-strategy. Our time frame is only half as much as we really need. It's gonna be a tough march.
Better horses than boats.
Well, it'll make for good physiotherapy. Take the time to get used to that new arm.
While the Soviets have indicated they are not participating in the Los Angeles Olympics, primarily because the United States has made no attempt to guarantee the safety of the Soviet Union's athletes, the United States is increasingly demonstrating the belief that the issue has nothing to do with its preparations, and in fact this is retaliation for the Western nations' boycott of the previous Moscow Olympics. That concludes today's news.
That's quite some news.
The Soviet Union not attending the LA Olympics? Yeah. And drove up.
reinforcement system by putting a hole in their base-to-base comms network. Head for the eastern communications post and destroy its comms equipment. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility. Dog Pop. He's a tough little guy. Boss, this is no time to be playing with animals. What are you gonna do, boss? Roger that. We'll pick him up.
Yeah.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Guard post captured.
Extract him. Those materials have already been processed. It may not be much, but we can use them straight away if you bring them back to base.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Please select a drop point. You have arrived at your destination.
You made it. First, use the binoculars to locate the communications equipment at the facility. Use compounds from plants to make medicine or poison for use in new weapons and equipment. Take a look at the plants list on your iDroid to see which ones we need. Then go find them if you get the chance. It'll keep the staff happy too. That's an anti-air radar. It isn't one of the targets, but destroying it would shut down part of the enemy's air surveillance. It might make more landing zones available.
Тихий малый, либос какой-нибудь фанат фантастики. Он оставил книгу, английскую новеллу под названием 1984. Выпущена в этом году. Нет, ее написали лет 30 назад. А о чем она? Смог прочитать ее, она английская.
Those are raw diamonds. Collecting them as assets will raise our GMP. There should be more. Keep looking. Alright, now get to a safe distance before you set it off. To detonate it, hold the ready button and then press the action button.
The map has been
That's another
updated.
one of the targets. Do you see any more? That looks like the target.
Mission info
We know where
has
all
been
the antennas
updated.
are now. Take out all three of them. How you do it is your call.
Слышал, о чем говорила женщина рядом на электростанции?
Нет, что за женщина?
Не знаем, что с ней. Говорят, что она голая.
Голая? За нафиг.
Серьезно? Значит, что она не местная.
Слушай, если видишь ее, скажи мне.
Новая проблема. Она исчезает так же быстро, как и появляется.
Значит, исчезает.
Никто не смог подойти к ней достаточно близко, чтобы поговорить.
Похоже на привидение.
Слушай, привидение или нет? Я бы не отказался.
Короче, увидимся.
Всем боевым группам, это кафе! Говорят, атакуют! Все вереницы приготовиться к бою!
Good work. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated. Please support helicopter
Roger.
requested.
КП-104, потерял противника. Ищу последней точки соприкосновения. Прием. Это КП, понял. Будьте очень внимательны. Реагируйте на каждое движение. Конец связи. squad. Arriving shortly at LZ.
Следи за ними. Не позволяйте им выходить с фланга. Конец связи. Штаб. Это КП. Подразил фланг.
Looks like the enemy's lost sight of you.
Потеряли врага.
They're gonna try to hunt you down.
Времени. Соблюдайте осторожность. Штаб. Это КП. Ответьте. Штаб. Ответьте. Штаб. Штаб. Это КП. Штаб. Прием.
Gaining altitude.
Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
Departing.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Mission complete. Great work. How you feeling, boss? Getting used to being in the field again? Having choppers and a horse at your disposal is indispensable for operating in the wilds of Afghanistan. I've gone ahead and arranged for you to be able to develop and customize weaponry for support choppers. And you can also develop new equipment for D-Horse if you like. Use your iDroid to start development as needed. Prolonged time in the field is bad for the body and mind. I think it's time you took a break. Do it for me. Come back to Mother Base ASAP.
Come back! Mitch. Here's the dog you brought back. Bit of a troublemaker. Not sure about the breed, though. He'll get bigger? Uh-huh. Like this. You know, I can look after him. He's still a pup, so he doesn't listen. I have a feeling someday he'll be useful. I suspect you've discovered a real diamond in the rough. With a little polish, I'd say we got a true diamond dog on our hands.
DD, right? Hostile at raising hounds. Fine.
Come on, Dee Dee.
Please select landing zone.
Roger.
Please specify project.
On station at
Please
LZ.
specify project. Please specify a project. specify a project. Please specify a project. Please select a mission.
Gaining altitude.
Ops list updated.
By connecting your iDroid to the onboard computer, you turn the chopper into your own Aerial Command Center, or ACC. Some elements of staff assignment and R&D of weapons and items can only be performed from there. Take as long as you need to consider all your options.
Not sure what's fact and what's a fantasy caused by the coma.
The side ops list is comprised of problems we need you to resolve, objectives to be completed, and information gained from the soldiers and prisoners you've extracted. These aren't missions per se, but if you can take care of them when you're free, I'd appreciate it. Many animals in the field. Truth is, an environmental agent. We found out there's an English-speaking soldier somewhere in the region. He's a language specialist. His role is to translate information related to the West into Russian. If we can get him to join us, we'll have the upper hand in information warfare. Find this language specialist and extract him.
Говоришь по-английски? Это непросто. Наверное, работает в переводческом отделении, аналитики, западной разведки.
That's the target.
Вижу, у тебя свет допоздна.
Да, я всегда читаю газеты по Я даже думаю по-английски.
Правда? Научи меня каким-нибудь веселым выражением. На случай, если я вдруг встречу американца.
Хорошо, повторяй за мной. I spent last night with your girlfriend.
With your girlfriend.
Это было неплохо.
Правда? И что это значит?
Я друг твоего приятеля.
Ого, это действительно полезно. Любые мелочи могут помочь в этой холодной войне, да?
Точно. Эти слова могут спасти твою жизнь.
Ха-ха, может быть.
You have arrived at your destination. Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Unit function added.
Boss, that language specialist you extracted has been very cooperative. Says he's always dreamed of living a free life, like folks in the West. What are the odds, huh? I've gone ahead and placed him in the support unit. His job is Russian interpretation. Now you'll know what Soviet soldiers are saying. You can even interrogate them. Should give you an edge in the mission.
Marker placed. Development project has been added. Side ops list updated. Please select a landing zone. Deploying.
Medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Boss, come in. Boss?
It's a type of medicinal plant. We can use that to make tranquilizer rounds more potent.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Marker placed. Marker removed.
There's sheep around. With the local residents gone, they've gone back to the wild.
Where are your
The
friends?
map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
Where are your friends?
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Spit it out.
The map has been updated.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Side op completed. Extraction.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.